Join me as I dive into the chilling world of hidden truths and uncover the stories that too often remain in the shadows. If you find this journey meaningful, don't forget to subscribe so more unheard voices can be brought to light. There are moments when a simple interview ignites something much deeper, something raw, something long buried. And that's exactly what happened when Melissa Gilbert, a face so many grew up watching on Little House on the Prairie, heard Megyn Kelly's comments about the young girls connected to Jeffrey Epstein. What followed wasn't just a reaction. It was a release of years of emotion, confusion, and the kind of pain no teenager should ever have to carry. Melissa spoke softly, but with the weight of someone who had lived through more than the world ever realized. She was only 15, just a child trying to navigate fame, expectations, and an industry that often overlooked the well-being of the young people working inside it. And as she listened to the way these girls were being discussed, almost dismissed, almost blamed, something inside her broke open. She shared, for the first time in such a vulnerable way, a moment from her own past, a shocking experience that left her feeling exposed and alone at an age when she should have been protected. She described how adults around her made decisions that left her uncomfortable, uncertain, and with no real voice to speak up. It wasn't a headline. It wasn't a scandal. It was her reality. And hearing the pain in her voice, you're reminded that behind every public story, behind every debate or interview, there are real people carrying the invisible scars of their childhoods. Melissa's words weren't about fame. They weren't about taking sides. They were about something far more important. Reminding the world that young people caught in complicated, dangerous adult situations are never the ones at fault. They are the ones who need protection, compassion, and a place to feel safe. Her story resonated because so many people have lived through moments they couldn't explain until years later, moments they didn't even realize were wrong until adulthood gave them the clarity they never had at 15. And today, Melissa is using her voice to stand with those who still feel unheard, those who may never get the chance to speak publicly, or those who are still struggling to understand what happened to them. This story isn't about controversy. It's about empathy. It's about courage. It's about breaking the silence that so many people were taught to keep. Thank you for watching. If you believe stories like these deserve a place in the light, make sure to subscribe and share. Together, we help these voices reach the world.